10 leaked Rey Mysterio matches the WWE Universe gets to see in 2018. Number 10. Finn Balor. When Rey Mysterio made his shock appearance at the latest Royal Rumble, the entire WWE Universe exploded with excitement, which has led to constant rumors that he'll be re-signing with the company in the near future. During that Rumble appearance, it was fun to see the former World Heavyweight Champion mix it up with some of the current wrestlers that fans have never been able to see him face, with one of those being Finn Balor. The styles of Balor and Mysterio would work really well together in a match, with plenty of high-flying moves mixed in with some of Balor's sharp strikes to create what would certainly be a very fun encounter. Number 9. Samoa Joe. Since he has moved to the main roster, Samoa Joe has been positioned as a total badass who could destroy everything in his path, and having the classic superhero Rey Mysterio attempt to come in and put a stop to him would be an engaging storyline. Joe is someone who can work a good match against a variety of styles, whether it be throwing hands with the heavyweight like Roman Reigns or attempting to slow down a fast-paced wrestler such as Mysterio. Because of where both men have worked during their illustrious careers, a match between Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio has never happened, which will allow WWE to market this as a first time ever meeting. Number 8. Cedric Alexander. Everybody associates Rey Mysterio with the Cruiserweight Championship and that style of wrestling in general. While he did reach the main event, World Championship levels during his career, there's no doubt he's one of the best cruiserweights of all time. Therefore, if he did join WWE again on a full-time basis, many fans would want to see him mix it up with the guys on 205 Live, adding some serious star power to the show, even if it's just for a one-off appearance. The current Cruiserweight Champion, Cedric Alexander, seems the best out of all the options on the current Cruiserweight roster, as he's the person that WWE has pushed the most. Seeing the future of Cruiserweight wrestling take on the past would be a great moment, giving the division a much needed boost with what would be a very fun match. Number 7. Ricochet. Taking a dip into NXT now, and possibly the greatest high-flying wrestler in the world, Ricochet. The one and only would be a superb opponent for Rey Mysterio, considering the in-ring styles of both men. Ricochet took the style that Rey Mysterio made popular and totally reinvented it. Mysterio and Ricochet have faced each other a few times before on the independent scene, and their matches are always fast-paced and fun with plenty of innovative moves, as you would expect. So this is certainly a match fans would want to see. Number 6. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is back to his absolute best right now. His road to WrestleMania saw him put on some of his career's best performances, which led him to the Intercontinental Championship, which he picked up at Mania in New Orleans. As one of Raw's best in-ring workers, Rollins is absolutely someone that fans would love to see face Rey Mysterio, and the fact that they only wrestled in a few tag team matches during Rollins' Shield days means a one-on-one encounter is something fans haven't seen. Both men boasting brilliant stamina, they could certainly put on a good match in terms of length time, and there's no doubt at all about the quality of wrestling. Make it for the Intercontinental title, and continue the classic tradition of it being the Work Rate Championship with another classic wrestling match. Number 5. Brock Lesnar. The Beast Brock Lesnar always works best against smaller opponents, with his incredible matches against CM Punk and AJ Styles being proof of that. But if you go back even further, to his first run, there are classic matches with the original underdog, Rey Mysterio, to be found. While Lesnar works well against smaller wrestlers, Mysterio puts on great matches with people who totally outsize him. With his previous bouts against Lesnar being a perfect example, fans remember their work together fondly, and seeing them go at it one more time with the experience and star power they both have could be a nostalgic treat for the fans. Even though Lesnar tends to only throw out suplexes and F5s nowadays, perhaps for a one-off match with the Master of 619, he might give fans a little throwback to when he would use more moves, and the pair could certainly put on one more great match together. Number 4. Johnny Gargano. Another NXT entry now, and someone who's quite possibly the most popular wrestler in the entire roster of WWE's NXT, having grown as a single star to be totally beloved by the WWE Universe. This would be a battle of two pure babyfaces, two men who have never gone against the fans or done anything to make people boo them intentionally. Just two wrestlers that fans love, going back and forth in what would be a brilliant match. Number 3. Braun Strowman. Remember earlier in the list when we talked about how Rey Mysterio is good at working against bigger wrestlers who totally outsize him? Well, that's why seeing him wrestle Braun Strowman could be a lot of fun. While seeing Mysterio and Brock Lesnar have one more match would certainly be good, there's no doubt there's a new monster in town, and that man is Braun Strowman. If WWE wanted to ever switch things up and put him back as a heel, a feud with Mysterio is a surefire way to get that outcome. The classic David vs. Goliath story is one that WWE has done countless times before. But when it's done correctly, there are few better stories to tell within a wrestling match, and considering the talents of each man, they should have no problem telling that story to perfection. Number 2. Daniel Bryan. If we are talking about dream matches, then seeing Daniel Bryan against Rey Mysterio has to be on the list. Right now, the idea of Daniel Bryan wrestling a broomstick is incredibly exciting, just because we never expect to see him back in the ring, but a match with Mysterio is one that fans certainly never saw a possibility. Because Rey was gone from the company and Bryan was injured, this was a match that very few fans would have been thinking of, but now that is a distinct possibility. There's no doubt a large number of WWE fans who have considered what this match would look like. Bryan did work for WWE the last time Mysterio was under contract, with Rey being booed out of the building when he entered at number 30 to the Royal Rumble, when the fans wanted to see Bryan, but they never worked a full feud together, so seeing it now would be brilliant. Number 1. AJ Styles. Simply put, AJ Styles is the very best wrestler in WWE today. His character works so well, and in the ring, Styles seems better than ever. Despite his age, ever since joining WWE, he has taken his career to a whole other level and has become a true globally known star. Both Styles and Rey Mysterio are currently enjoying working at a very high level while having the vast amount of experience from years at the top, which is why there's no doubt at all they could put on a fun match together. Somehow, they have managed to avoid each other on a big stage, with AJ working for TNA during the majority of Mysterio's WWE run, but they have competed once before at a 5-star wrestling event where they had a great match just before Styles joined WWE. But given how popular both men are, and how many fans want to see it on a WWE platform, it would just seem cruel of WWE to never give fans this if they did re-sign Rey.